Max was just a team that was one good roster move, one like good talent being discovered away from being genuinely a top 7, top 6 kind of team, but unfortunately that never came. And where you're saying they regress back to the mean, I would love to know where that is. So let's hope that Barcelona has that to show for us. And all in the meanwhile, Maka taking bot shots down the middle, will not find the kill, but good damage dealt over here on Inferno.
I think the difference between these teams for us is that Heroic are more exciting. They have more upside individually. But if that was the be-all end-all, 3D Max would never have reached top 10, top 15 in the world. They were always more than the sum of their parts. And that's what they need to rekindle with this lineup.
Oh, beautiful from Maka.
That'll pump the brakes for Heroic. They've still got 3 players here. I guess they wish they didn't have a lurker right now, given they've lost their first man. Nilo's going to come back. They will commit to B. Kristen's also been heavily tagged. This is not an easy pistol round to win for Heroic.
Oh, Gravity gooshed away, and that third player of Maka is going to be quite far from the bomb site. Yuto starts to come through. Lucky will have avoided all of it. The dualies will not strike even once. There's that Swedish talent you talked about, Alan. Maka and Gravity now have a lot to do as they make their way back over into this B bomb site. Masuda will come through back over to Coffins as well, but all in the meanwhile, of course, he's afraid of a lurking player coming out from Arches. It's a 4-on-4, and the CTs have taken their sweet time. They don't have any kits. And with the CTs still being contained away, Masuda takes charge forward. Nilo finds himself another one, and it's now Nilo and Krizen. Amongst the two of them have to do it all. One-on-one for Krizen. It's IGL on IGL, and Krizen will not take the peak. Time is over, done, and dusted. And despite Maka's best efforts, it is still 3D Max who'll take the knee in the pistol round.
These terrorist players into short.
The formula's worked. You've got the variables plugged in. But do you have the firepower to back it up? That's the constant that you need for this equation to work out, and Maka cannot do so. He has been dimmed. Only a single kill with that M4 is not enough. Heroic are living up to their names. Lucky, good for one, but in this 1-on-2, a flashbang to help as he pushes through. He's running out of bullets. He's running out of time and space. And the flank coming through as well. Pressure being put on to this B-bomb site to start making a move alongside those mid-aggressors. But with Gravity waiting behind the smoke, he'll be...
Does indeed. We all need to be on our toes. As Nilo, look at that. Assassinate on the opener. 3D Max kind of quaking at the hands of Nilo at the moment. They need to find frags before this round gets out of hand. The B-bomb site is largely undefended, minus the one man. Susi's doing his damnedest to find a frag, but Nilo here is just the distraction. The bulk of the numbers are elsewhere. He's holding 2 players here right now. Graviti on his low HP has got to do damage, and he cannot. Heroic's going to be on 4 rounds.
Bomb has been planted.
Maka, unfortunately, not even getting a chance to be involved. Those 3 kills in the pistol round is all that he will have found for himself, as well as one later on with a 5-7. And it's not for lack of trying. I mean, now that it was one with the M4, not for lack of trying. 3D Max have actually managed to funnel Heroic into some positions that are quite advantageous for the French side. It's just closing out on those has been very difficult.
They could hunt quite aggressively.
Terrorists win.
Brolahan Gumri.
Gravity's making a hell of a lot of noise, and as he does so, finds his first victim, meets his demise. Pushing forward to the AWP. Good timing found. Can back off on an incendiary to mask his footsteps as well. It's Masuda who strikes up next, and 3D Max are finally able to get off to a roaring start in this 5th round.
Pretty Max is with us. They can't afford. Oh, Martinez might have put it to bed. 2v2 now, but these after-bomb positions are going to be so strong. There's no kit for the defense. Had they just blown a massive opportunity to stabilize here on the CT side, I think they might have.
It's unbelievable. The amount of heartbreaks that 3D Max have had in just 4 rounds was already bad enough to make it another over here in 5th. Martinez. Smoke's not going to do much to deter him right now. Spots out lucky, but another missed shot means it's a chance for them to strike in. Gravity finds Martinez getting a little bit too curious. And as the bomb ticks away, no one's on the defuse just quite yet. The defuse will not be found. Lucky is forced to... Martinez is the first to fall over here, and that's a promising start, but no promising starts have been capitalized on just quite yet. So I will wait to see what Heroic have to offer. Roland managed to avoid most of the damage, but as Gravity burns away to a crisp, he is not coming back from that one. 4 versus 4 now, and with Roland still covered off by the smoke, it feels like Maka has to be the one putting himself at risk, and they've only got 2 flashes, so breaking into this B bomb site would be incredibly ambitious. They would only do so if they assume that Maka is no longer there. Molotov to force him away. Flashbangs there to follow up as well. And 3D Max are inevitably going to have to get aggressive. That's what Heroic are counting on. But this A-bomb site still seems to have a conviction that Maka can hold on to B should the need arise. Sudo waits for the push through. It's 3 players coming up short with 15 seconds left. Again, Heroic are really letting it come down to the wire, and this time they'll trip up over it. Neil.
So 3D Max can still make a good go of this half. Of course, those that watched the first series of today will understand that you need to watch the economy as much as the rounds in these sort of games. Masuda, what happened to him? He's gone already.
Martinez finds that early kill onto the crossing player. That's Masuda who suffers that fate, but fortunately for them, they've got an Opera on their own side as well. Unfortunately, they also have to deal with Nilo, who is potentially hunting down Corsi.
Is Roland just DC'd?
I would assume so.
Damage is already done. Players are already down. The round will go on.
Circling back over to B might still be the best decision they can make at the time. Martinez is really hoping Maka is going to overstep and peek in through CT, but there's no chance in hell that Maka does that. He's just worried about someone having crossed over in through CT spawn, but now with it being smoked off, he can feel a little bit more certain about this being Banana presence coming over. Smoke and flashes all being used to push him away. Will not be able to find a kill through it, and the bomb can be planted. Smoke on the CT spawn doesn't have that much time left on it, so flashbang through would be good. Martinez is able to find one. He can't get the no-scope to connect, but he's got Sus to cover him off. Sus now moves forward. Kursi is going to be caught with utility in his hands, and it doesn't matter where he's deploying it. It's Maka load. The 1 kill to start off this round on the CT side. 3D Max have been given one for free due to Brolin's disconnection, but Heroic are still going to walk out of this 3 versus 4 with their heads held high.
I can't believe it. Brolan probably can't believe it.
No, not like this. Because you so often to just try and exploit the brackets control that 3D Max like to go for. Gravity, oh, he's singed. They heard it. They smell blood in the water, and Gravity is calling over his little school of fishies to help him out, but it's only going to be one, and that one doesn't get involved. Lucky's not living up to his name as they're fully blinding him,
My
peeking
God.
out. Krizen's got 9 HP, and he's still manages to avoid those bullets. All in the meanwhile, this A-bomb site, you thought this was safe heaven? Well, there's no such thing as safe heaven. It's safe haven. But this isn't that either.
You'd hope heaven was safe. Otherwise,
Yeah, it would be.
It wouldn't. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Unless you're into that, which everyone, everyone to themselves.
Adrenaline junkie heaven.
It's all just cliff diving. Just cliff diving and what's the one with the where they parachute from only a few hundred feet up? What's it?
Squirrel jumping and stuff.
I can't remember what it's called. But you know what I'm on about, where they like jump off
Yeah,
like
I
low
get it.
buildings with it. They had to start with the parachute upside
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Marcus left alone as he's already lost Corsi.
Yeah, I think the 3D Max parachute is broken. They're just slapping into the concrete at the moment.
Look, I know this is the Heroics map pick. I get it. Does it have to be so obvious?
I think it's a tough one though for 3D Max in that, as I'm saying, it's kind of the mid-round. It's the protocols and the communication come executes where they're falling apart. Good luck trying to fix that whilst the game is live. It is near to impossible. I mean, maybe they need to just start getting aggressive, just to change the flow of the rounds to give themselves the option to just win out early from having so many terrorist players dead. That's the only thing that comes to mind. Otherwise, they're just in massive trouble right now. Of course, their sole round win, it was the A site hold, wasn't it?
Yeah. The 15-second hit onto the A site.
They're so far down.
Corsi, flashbang, spots out 1, spots out 2, but there's no one to fire at. Lucky's the one to find a kill. It's through the banana smoke, which has been an attempt that has been made a few times. But very often it has ended up to be futile as well. Off from Maka, uninvolved, and will remain just that way. Brolin chancing the smoke, assuming that the AWP would have been alone, and his assumption is correct. It's a play from Lucky to be made to try and regain control over Archers, which is the only way you can see this round working out for them. But Heroic are no strangers to taking their time. Lucky misses his own timing. Short push over here isn't well placed either. Nilo's already over in the apartments. Unless they find the bomb, this is going to be disastrous. No, Lucky comes in from behind. He's lining them up. Misura finds another elsewhere. It is the bomb on the ground, and 3D Max is...
3D Max. Mac has already been killed by Martinez. There's only one player on the A-bomb side right now. And look at the space being taken on short. All they need to do is kill Masuta, and this is a done deal. Martinez continues to be an absolute menace. He is destroying 3D Max at the moment. If it wasn't 8-2 right now, 3D Max might already be saving. But they're going to try because they have to.
Has been planted.
The wildest thing from Martinez is that a lot of the kills he's getting, this isn't like Boast Blonde and I'm going to cut you off, because he's actually missed more of those shots than the opening attempts that he's going for.
Just accept that he is in great shape right now and you shouldn't be facing him.
Right, but now you've got to contest with the B train. Molotov forces Maka away from the angle, but it's Lucky who comes out on top. Switching out for the AK gives him no advantages for duel number 3, but he's given an advantage to his team, and that's what matters. You have to imagine Martinez just goes for a gander at this point.
Yeah, I think they need to let him walk in first. They're going to boost for him to clear the corner. Smoke now deployed by the defense. There is nobody pushing on A, so it's not like Heroic is throwing away the round here by taking their time.
Boost has been spotted out. That's beautifully done right there. Martinez tries to boost up Nilo, and Brolin pushes through the smoke in the meanwhile so that he can get at least a trade kill if nothing else. And with that, they lose both the players. 3D Max. This last round buys on. Not going to be greedy enough, Alan. That's a big question. And our stake odds don't think it is.
Apparently not. That's quite aggressive. 9-1. I guess Heroic, it is their pick. But they're just such unknown quantities, these teams right now, off this player break, that... Yeah, I mean, I'd be very nervous declaring this game that far one-sided right now. But Heroic can put this to bed. They've laden this B-bomb site with numbers, with nades, with dualies. And they'd love 3D Max to commit to B. Let's see where this bomb ends up. I think it's going to be an A round.
They're going to take their time with this, though. It's 3 players coming up from apartments, and they have a smoke to deal with. It's going to be 1 man out in Arches who's trying to push forward, so coming through that smoke with a flash trying to help is certainly good, but Brolin finds himself the 1. That's not enough. 3D Max are looking at a good pistol round for this second half, and indeed they should be able to close.
Yep, this one's over.
Terrorists win.
Of course, we saw that A stack, didn't we, from 3D Max? They probably should have won the round, but they couldn't convert with the frags. Let's see if Heroic throws any shenanigans themselves into the mix. Got plenty of players. Are they going to nade balcony? Look at them, all of the nades out towards Porsche. They're not even going to get used. Devastating.
I was looking forward to that. You set me up for what was supposed to be a good time, and instead it's a short time. The Frenchman is certainly... Well, Heatwave or not, Heroic still feel very comfortable hugging each other on the A-bomb site. It's always hot in Inferno, and right now it could be getting sweaty for the T side as they lose 2. It's all falling apart. Martinez with 3, the MP9. Being put to the best use, it has been all game long. Nilo just has to stay alive long enough that Lucky feels the pressure. His CTs are triangulating in on him. And with Nilo back inside the bomb site, Lucky can't even go forward to balcony to pick up the bomb again. He's been spotted out. Nilo has reason to peek, and that reason is enough for him to give up his life. Remember, that bomb is still up above, and Crizzen has now recovered a Galil as well.
Error. Look at this, though. Fast move out long. Martinez, I didn't think he was ready. I'm not sure he was, but he still connects. I think he got a collateral in terms of the damage. Nilo finishes the job. Masuta cannot fell Martinez.
Who can?
Man advantage now for Heroic to put Inferno to bed.
Lucky's so far away. Maka does find the AWP. It's his preferred weapon of choice, and he will at least have some idea of peeking out to short. But I mean, what is Lucky doing here? How do you win this round as Lucky? You have to rely on the CTs. Suspect here, all with lonesome HE in his face, is feeling a little bit ambitious. And a fast play out towards B is going to give 3D Max at the very least a big advantage. HE will pop open the smoke, but not fully visible on the other side. Nilo's unable to find anyone through it, and as he's being sprayed back, is forced to be contained. All 5 D-side players are on the bomb site. And Crizzen tries to take charge in through Church, but realizes that could be, and realistically should be, a losing battle. This is the
might
CT
just
side
save.
that are going to have to back off.
Yeah. It stings. But this is the right decision. Heroic, the way they lose this map, or at least see maybe getting to overtime, is by being reckless. So, you know, you lost a player early, you lost B, you haven't lost the map. You've lost the battle, not the war. So preserve what you've got. 3D Max. It's a nice round in isolation. It's a great kill from...
And that piece is looking pretty nice as well. Click the banner down below to enter and figure out more about the giveaway. Martinez, well, turns out you can contest him. Now that he's no longer on the T side. Oh, God, the damage that Susp is being dealt with utility is a little bit unreasonable.
Martinez is gone. As we mentioned, that's the danger man dispatched. Heroic might already need to make a difficult decision about stacking one side of the map. They're leaning 3A right now, which, given that's what you play anyway on a gun round, doesn't necessarily mean it's overloaded yet. Still, they're going to play into mid. There's no flashes for Nilo to swing off. Actually, there is one on Brolan, but he'll have a tough time getting off a really good flash. They're going to peek behind this molly, but I think it'll be too late. They've now confirmed it's probably not A, but can they get here in time? It is a foot race.
There's not that much utility over here for the T side either, to be fair, so maybe Crizzen can set up for a multi-kill, and he starts off strong, but it's only the start that you get to see. No kills through the smoke on either side, and the CTs are going to be backing off and away. It is another save coming up for Heroic.
Bomb has been planted.
Crizzen almost did enough to make that very doable.
Understandably Heroic, to a pretty large extent. It's not quite the 9-1. Great opener from Maka. He's been responsible for quite a few of these on this T side.
I also assure you the odds probably with that one kill has changed from 7.5 to 5 to 1. Heroic can do this. Oh my god. What has just happened? Brolan destroys them. How is it even possible to get 3 kills in that position? I can't believe it. Brolan has just turned a man deficit into possibly a done map. He must have just timinged the absolute living hell out of them.
Had a lucky moment. One of the rounds that 3D Max got in the first half was very similar. God, Brolan's not stopping. This is the M4A4 Red Dream, Alan. That's all I can say.
I think it's more like the GM's dream to get a player Brolan's caliber onto your squad.
Oh, he's gonna get an ace. Oh, he gets the full ace right there, and then I have to see the replay of the first three. Barely a smile on this guy's face. How Scandinavian can you get?
Oh, the ace assets as well. Did you even see the spades logo to indicate an ace? Beautiful.
They're looking at him.
Ridiculous. The fourth kill might honestly be the most impressive because it's so fast. Christ. Gonna be a save call. B bomb site. As good as Heroic's been, this B site is certainly looking more shaky than the other at the moment.
Martinez.
Join the dots between these two. That is what we're talking about now in Cash.
HE's galore. Maka down. Lucky
My
down.
God.
Nilo is involved. We found the solution to the B bomb site to send Nilo there.
That is ridiculous. And that is probably curtains for 3D Max. They've had a good go of this second half. Had they started on the T side, I think it would have been quite a close game in terms of the numbers, but too many errors in critical junctures has seen this map cascade away from them. They're just praying for good fights, but I don't think they're going to find them.
Everyone's position is just so good on the CT side right now. Best case scenario for Missouri is if Roland starts to move away from pit, he can find one kill over there. But even then, Roland's not going to be the player to rotate first, not before Martinez at least. There's 30 seconds. There's no way for the bomb to get in unless the bomb also goes through the apartments. And going to the apartments means you're taking so much time. That's a call. He cheated Roland. Softens him up, but he'll take that for a traded kill. Now Gravity turns the corner. Good kill to find. Second is there too. Possibilities open, but 12 HP is not much to do this with. And say Lion's task, and he doesn't look like he's grown a mane in these last few seconds. Crimson will end it. Heroic on 13, collecting their map pick. Very convincing because they want to make those their own map pick because that's how they're going to give themselves 3 months of run up. That is very much a 3D Max thing to do. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have pulled together over here.
You know how pros always say, we're just going to play our own game. Finally, they can say that in this matchup and it actually be legitimate. This is not a game of who's done the best preparation, who can adapt best to their opponents. This is a real test of who has actually put in the work on Cash and is ready to play. Who knows the nade? I mean, even the nade, all of it. I mean, do people know enough nade lineups to run different rounds? I don't know.
It's a triple boost, and you've smoked off highway. Percy will be able to come through. They're trying to clear out middle, playing a little bit like the Cash of Old. All in the meanwhile, we've had Sus pushing through and through to the B boost as well. He can be careful about not contesting B main too heavily. Mid control found. Re-aggression from Snappy and Crizzen. I don't know where Snappy came from, but Crizzen being planned. Roland pushes through, and it does feel like 3D Max are looking quite comfortable. Sus fights back. Lucky's down over towards that B bomb site. You still have one defender on either side ready and waiting. Nilo good for one. Reloads and tries to play around the forklift. He's waiting for the push forward to come through. Maka with the bomb takes the high ground and the kill with it. Sus left alone. 1-on-2. Needs to get the full quad. Masuda will not be revealing himself. First contact made by Maka. Maka's low, no longer feels like he can offer himself up.
BT here is going for a look. Boost on the red crate. Takes it in and hits the grave. Martinez finds one. Can they deal with Masuda? They can. Nameless man finds the kill. Martinez. He's a ghost.
Well, hopefully not literally. 3D Max are in some serious trouble over here in this round. They can't go back over to the B-bomb site. Brolin's already revealed a Deagle and Kevlar as well.
Where is Susp? Is he in... He's in Squeaky.
Yes.
I also like the idea that if I say callouts, you have to really think about where I'm talking about.
Like, what is Alan saying? Oh, this is such a good position. Susp is never going to be expected. Crizin taken down, and now Martinez hides and waits behind the quad boxes. Smoke down. Maka has another smoke. Martinez reveals and takes down Corsi. Maka's alone. 1 versus 2. Both players' positions known, but as Martinez... Oh, what a nade! Brolin's feeling good about himself, but maybe not that good. Full rotation out from the CTs. They're not really looking into taking any prisoners. He continues to live up to the apple bottom jeans as he gets lower and lower. Bomb will be planted safe. And now the CTs have to re-aggress through. An incendiary onto the bomb site should be enough to deal with Marcus' position. And they've got plenty of those.
They can just carve in the bomb site. If they know their lineups, they can pretty much make this a 3-on-1 as they go into the site proper. Here we go. Molly starting to rain in. Does it flush out this player mid-site? Just a little. We can still stand behind the default boxes, and nobody's dealt with that. Look at the frags coming in. And I think Heroic don't know all their lineups. I think they winged those mollies.
One of the interesting things as Martin... So we've been told by our producer
There you go.
that's an anti-Molotov smoke, but in the meanwhile, it's anti-Crizin and Nilo. They're both going to be dealt with very quickly.
Bomb has been planted.
Production coming in clutch with the cache knowledge.
The thing is, I also know production probably have like the most experience with cache because they've had to make camera pathways again for everything. So I guarantee for...
They've got a lot of numbers here, though. And they're not going quickly.
Good
With that kill from Martinez, that's the mid-prong now kind of dealt with. There's so many B defenders. I don't feel good about this for 3D Max.
It's also an HC still ready and waiting for Brolin. If he wants to chuck that one out, should there be another smoke, he still has the chance to peek through. Martinez rotates, as to the T side. It's between Martinez and Nilo to stop this highway assault onto A from coming out. 20 seconds in the incendiary could not be better timed. And Nilo has another one of them. HE to pop open the smoke and keep the threat alive. Nilo still yet to reveal position. Martinez misses his shot, but it's Nilo who gets the only kill he needed in that round. Deagle ready and waiting. It's Lucky who shoots through, finds the head.
Nade!
He's rolling.
The nade! It killed
broke.
the planter.
No chance over here for Lucky to stay alive.
Rounds, and it's just chaos. Because everybody is, you know, just as we're having to overthink our calls, they are overthinking their play. And it's causing chaos. How has he done that?
It's unreal. Everyone's kind of dead. Wait, Broden just beelined it? I thought he got boosted. He just ran all the way straight
I think he
to
just ran.
the vent.
He just saw the
That's
terrorist smokes in the open and was
insane.
like, I will use those.
It's like, hey, I've got my running shoes on, baby. Martinez on the other side isn't missing a beat either. He's 9-3. And 3D Maxa now, I believe, getting dangerously close to having empty pockets.
Okay, the money is finally gone for 3D Max. Been a very bizarre start to this game because if we try to assess why 3D Max lost the last couple gun rounds, they either got all killed by Martinez or all killed by Brolan. That's kind of it. I struggle to assess it to any more granularity than that. Yeah. This should not be a plant. No nades.
Yeah,
Surely not. How have they done this? What is happening?
and I'm telling you, Martinez misses a lot of shots.
What
when
is
he's just
happening?
standing
It's a
still.
Glock Eco.
Well, it might still go the way of Heroic. Never mind, it's not.
This is as dead as a dodo. School would have been a 9-6er.
Right.
Whatever that would be now. 7-5. But all bets are off. Besides, it's whoever plays better Counter-Strike is going to win the halves.
Britain can still catch a timing over here. These are also... Oh, they're checking back. That's good from Gravity, but he does end up getting taken down. It's a wall bang to do it.
Oh, they have
This
A.
flank setup that is coming in. Misuta reveals position. He loses life, and they no longer have A.
Did he need to keep pressing? I'm not sure
No.
he did.
But it doesn't matter in the end. The bomb can still be planted into an empty bomb site. There are two.
Yeah,
they're
it's a
both
2-on-1
very low.
though, isn't it? Kirsty's angle is highly unusual for this point in the round. Wow, these teams really suck to how they used to play. They just... What's happened? But it's just because they're so out of reps that it's
Father
just
time.
chaos.
Prison. I mean, this... Maybe you can get a USB round.
How has he
Take
not
out a
seen
Glock
Nilo?
round. Well,
Ridiculous.
Nilo knows more about cash than us. I can tell you that.
That is almost certainly true.
I hope so. Dude, they're resetting away. Shadow advantage over to Maka.
It's a shame they couldn't find any guns. It's a still big advantage 3D Max to make this 7.
Come
They
on,
creep and
Sus.
crawl their way in.
Pull out the MBK. Oh no, not that one.
I actually forgot that call out, so thanks for reminding me.
Anytime, man. I'm sure we're gonna need a new call out for it eventually, just because, you know, NBK also hasn't played CS in quite a while on a
We've
significant
also
level.
got Shroud behind.
No, Shroud
which
was a
is-
boost.
yeah, I know. Same boat. Not
Yeah.
playing for a while.
I'm fine with still calling it NBK. I ain't calling that Shroud.
Early CT number.
Yeah.
That is cash. It's really hard to, make an aggressive move and get back into a round. Maka is
Gorgeous.
how's he done that? How's he not dead?
Well, CT Incendiary. You couldn't have done that in CSGO, I can tell you that much. Nalo. I soften away. There's a smoke to cover off the cross, but it don't... Well, it can't pull out a double.
Terrorists win.
indicating that they might understand the situation right now. This has to be perfect because they have no B option. They have no way out of this.
Susp is avoiding everything, but that HE grenade is still going to be weakening him down so much. So flashbang into the site, but its entry is going the way of 3D Max. Regardless of the setup, Nilo and Martinez will put up a show, but that show is coming to a close. Martinez, no! He's right back into it. Kristen cuts off Kersey as well, and Lucky on 8 doesn't feel like he's got anything to offer. This half could still end up having...
What else can they get done? Maka tries to rotate back towards the quad. Can he get done? So many players around him. Surely he's a dead man, but he's buying so much time for his teammates. Graviti is here, but he's got to do more. Peeks out. Finds one, but surely gets overwhelmed. He does. And with Brolan on the flank, Lucky should not be able to pull this off.
Terrorists win.
If you look at the scoreboard, you wouldn't necessarily think 3D Max have quite a strong lead. Well, that will be evened out by these anti-ecos, but still. It's not like 3D Max and Heroic didn't have a lot of competitive rounds in that first half. It's just that 3D Max, in the chaos, looked a little more comfortable. They'll, of course, look to repeat that now on the defense. Seen a lot of kind of default rounds, both teams on both sides. I don't think it's quite as simple as that because Dust 2, even the small changes that have been made.
Line, Alan, because right now the CTs are dying. That is a big double that Susp just pulls out.
I guess they were going to boost because why else would you have 2 under the boost? Doesn't make any sense.
They also threw counter boost utility though, so they did incendiary off the boost themselves, so they couldn't boost fast enough either.
Yeah, well, that could be, you know, that's just reps. I think what you're probably also seeing is that, you know, when we go on to an Inferno or even a Nuke at the end of the series, so much of what these individuals do is muscle memory. And you can see the flip side in this map where it just looks a bit janky, doesn't it? And that's why. It's because not everybody is fully used to, you know, they can't just go on autopilot and let their brain think about communicating. They have to really focus on how they're positioning, how they're moving, and how they attack these sites.
Masuda cornered in, still have a chance of a hit, but as Masuda falls...
Out of that flow is CT side on Cash is not easy. The call, though, is right. Look at the stack. 4 on A. The bomb is trying to move in this direction, and Maka says no. They're going to have to cancel and go back. This is a half buy, minus Maka. So this is a big lifeline for 3D Max.
Can just find a double over here. He doesn't. Bomb is dropped. Nalo realizes that Masuda's going to be happy to just sit back and wait as Brolan is the next to fall. Even if Nilo recovers the bomb, what is he going to do with it? Absolutely nothing. That's what. Maka's on the other side.
Not being Kristen's map.
Oh, good flashbang out. Down is still hidden away. Do they have an incendiary for it? No, they don't. HE goes through. Kersey. Soften up. And all in the meanwhile, The T's are going to have to consider just backing off. There's no way to climb up highway like this with as little utility as they have. The only real point of contact that feels viable with 2 smokes, I mean, it has to be a B contact.
Yeah, this is still massively fortunate. Had they committed through mid, I don't think they would have expected sandbags. And now B-bomb site. Masuta's playing retake. Yes, there's players that can get into the vents quickly, but they're still not on the site. They might have to save. Site is taken, 5 alive. And 3D Max pull the pin because they have to.
Bomb has been planted.
So what are we going to get here? Some mid nades, perhaps?
And retake utility being chalked out from Heroic as a Molotov right back over from 3D Max. In the meanwhile, Brolin finds one. Masuta's quick to fall, and as Lucky is going to be pushed away. The incendiary isn't enough to give Brolin an advantage. Lucky should end up falling. Surely he does. Molotov from Martinez will push him back, but I think Lucky can still be in cover and not reveal himself. Maka makes his way over. That op is going to be critical, but he doesn't land the initial shot, and with that, Lucky's gone. But Maka gets a chance to repeat. He does so twice. The second time goes too far. Martinez wants to plant the bomb, and as gravity peeks out over in from heaven, it is Martinez caught out in default. Crizzen doesn't know how to maneuver the situation. 3D Max are expecting Crizzen to be nearby, but as soon as those smokes start to dissipate, they're going to get that realization. They will dismantle the boost. It's right back over to B again. And again, they just don't have util. Like, if they don't get the kills over in the mid, they have no util. It has to be full contact in, and contact's not looking good right now. Not until Martinez finally gets one. Over in middle as well. Nilo does the same, but Masuta has been immutable on this B-bomb site. He's been so good, but is it going to be enough? Oh, they're going back over to Checkers. Gravity will be spotted out. Nilo gets the better of him, and now the bomb can be planted. Kersey, 19 and 9. He's been playing like an absolute fiend so far, but Susp and Nilo have a perfect crossfire. Money's not good on 3D Max. Kersey is still going to go for this. This is going to be half-buy territory for them should they lose over here. And Kersey's really not got the advantage. It doesn't matter! 180!
Ridiculous. And Heroic, they forced up because they understand that this is the only time they can salvage this map, is if they break the economy right now. It should have been in the last round. They were denied that. And check out the call. 3 Squeaky just fully timing their way out. This is bonkers. Absolutely mad. Graviti tucks in behind Quad. Do they know about him? Nobody's looking at the moment. Susp is not ready. Can somebody trade? Nilo in next. He does. There's a molly on Lucky. He might be able to deny the plant.
Oh no.
What is happening? This is chaos.
And Maka is thriving in it. Maka is 17 and 10. Kersey 22 and 10. Brolin.
Thanks for this map. The bad news is for them that anybody else that can play Cash is going to pick it into them after seeing this performance. Maka deals death like it's his middle name from mid. Heroic trying to chance their way onto B, but this is a no-go. 3D Max should be on 13 in no time.
Martinez and Nilo. Do you have a ray of hope? I don't think so. Well, that's not the lineup we were looking for. Martinez perhaps a chance given over because of that. A flashbang through might give him space to cross over. Maka's blind, but Maka actually has a flash still by him. And as Nilo will be found out with the players coming in from behind, Martinez can't fight them off either.
For longer periods, so Brolin is the best player on this server, and I think he's going to prove it here on Nuke.
Well, let's wait to see.
That'll be hard to do
Maka...
if he's ramp, but if he's not ramp, then he'll prove it.
Let's wait to see if Maka is going to be correct about that 100% confidence that he has in himself and his boys. Lucky's the one to strike first blood, and where Lucky is, Gravity follows with 2 more kills of his own. Susp alone. Susp had a very respectable game out on the cash as well, and you'd hope that he can be quite good. Kristen's getting greedy over there, but it's fine with the Glock. You can't really blame him. You need something to work out. By the way, I forgot that we didn't even actually get to revisit that. 3Max did also win a full Glock round in cash. I mean, you know, there's quite a few things that did go right for them that normally wouldn't. Already a pretty successful round over here for Heroic, though. 2 kills found.
He's doing his damnedest to pull attention. There's actually nobody in ramp right now. Only just at this moment is a player falling back, but not easy to hold from all the way back in the elbow.
Oh, beautiful kill from Krizen. Doesn't feel like he deserved that one at all. Masuta fumbling it just a little bit, and the Susp starts to push out. Gravity's waiting. He gets 2 and damage on the 3rd. Martinez will be sent home. Packing. 3D Max with the advantage once again. Secondary HP, but it's not going to be time for them to push through. Lucky spots out Krizen right at the edge of it. Martinez and Susp are both going to be largely used to enable Brolin's AK more than anything else. Rocket's told to stay a little bit careful. All in the meanwhile, Susp is the only player to find a kill, make it 2, and Brolin makes it 3. Now you're back to a 3 versus 2. How has this gone wrong for the CT side? And the T's are low. This is still going to be advantages to the CTs as far as HP is concerned, and Masuta puts his to good use. Brolin and Martinez still with the full control over the bomb. Gravity pushing down lower. This is going to be a disaster. Gravity has just dodged out any chance of having impact in this one. And now that they've revealed position, Gravity feels like he has to push out. Brolin checking for the angle as well. 4 HP or not, he's going to hit that every day of the week. Masuta alone. This round was supposed to be a comfortable win for 3D Max, especially with the way it started. But the 2 deagle shots from Susp completely turns it around.
Ridiculous round. It's on so many levels. 3D Max was so committed there to staying on A with both players, and, you know, 1 second in it, and Graffiti would have been much better poised to deal with players coming in from main. Fortune then falls the way of Heroic.
Terrorists win.
And that was, what, a half buy? They weren't even fully invested. So their money should be pretty good already.
Look, if there was already conversation, as Ted alluded to, Alan, about, hey, we're blaming each other rather than focusing on in the game, that's going to be one of those rounds where you're going to be blaming each other.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of thing that just should never happen. I mean, even if you're right, even if someone did something really stupid, you just don't bring it up in the moment, because you need to understand that to achieve winning this series, you can't do that in the game, in the moment. And right now, Heroic are turning the tables. Frustrations must be brewing in the Frenchman camp at this point, and they've called the save. They cannot contest this.
These were supposed to be bank building rounds for 3D Max. Details by clicking on the banner down below. Be responsible with our friends over at Stake.
Very smooth. Beautiful. They'll love that. Heroic just going to pop here. They look ready to go to me. I think this is a move. Kersey's out of the open. Surely he's a dead man. And Brolan, he's got a jet engine on his back. The speed he assailed that bomb site. Ridiculous. Maka dealt with. It's just lucky. Can't get a good...
Oh, Masuda's going to be keeping through the smoke. Roland turns around. AK will be found. The T's are yet to find any control.
I don't know what's happening on Cash and Nuke. I mean, Cash more understandable, but here on Nuke, these rounds, which should be givens, are anything but it at the moment, aren't they? Every time somebody pulls off a strange play, gets in behind, gets an AK off the ground, and suddenly we're left questioning what's gone wrong.
This isn't a terrible position to be in over here on this A bomb site, but the problem is those Molotovs, gravity caught out completely by them, and Heroic will still be able to rectify, but this is damage dealt. Sauce kills himself on a Molotov. Yeah, Prison. Oh, Prison finds Lucky, that's big. Masuda might have an AK, but it doesn't mean that he's got much to offer now. He knows it as well. The bomb will be planted. There is no kit. He'll have to go back over as he's faked out the drop through, but Crizzen is expecting it.
So quick. And he had, because he had to throw caution to the wind. I'm not sure they're aware that he's down. If Masuda falls towards control, he could be dealt with. The frags that are being found before rotations can even happen. The vent is held. The vent is being held. That is brutal. They had no idea. That is round over.
Masuda still gives him a chance to actually keep a hold of that round. The fact that he gets 2 kills over there is nothing short of just spectacular, but Maka missing his chance to compound on that means that, yeah, it's a done deal. And the op can be saved forward. That's nice. That's valuable. We've seen Maka do a lot with these saved ops, but it does feel like Heroic are pretty close to teaming together a 6th round.
Terrorists win.
But they're a far shot from the title if they can't close out a round like this comfortably. Good early kill from Crizzen, and Maka will reposition back to CT spawn to try and keep some control over the outside cross, but it still feels like a round where you're asking too much from Masuda. He has delivered, I'll give you that much. He's got 8 kills so far in as many rounds, but as he turns around, it's Nilo to catch him off, looking the other way. It is a 5-on-2. Maka's got nothing to do but save over here, and even that might be denied to him. Crizzen never moved from his little hidey hole over on top of Mini. One AK switched out, doesn't eat an absolute speed demon. And as the lobby aggression is still going to be planned out and look to be executed, Kersey finds his 2nd kill off the half. Masuda reveals position. They were expecting there to maybe only be 1 player. What? No. Surely you think about this. Surely you know what's coming your way. Masuda gives up the kill.
Why just leave him on his own? This is bizarre.
They thought there was only 1 player.
Okay, so the player that got lower, I'm not sure what 3D Max knows right now. Maka is on the lower side of the map. They've got so much territory to cover with only 4 players right now. There have to be sacrifices. Ramp currently is undefended. The A-bomb site is being played from main at the moment. It's all on Kersey. He has to hold this entire side by himself, pretty much. He goes down. Lucky tries to help. but it's no bueno. Heroic are in full command right now of this nuke.
Maka pushes forward, gets himself the first, but he hasn't dealt with the squeaky play. That's the only player left to deal with at all. Maka can still make this work. A smoke and a kit are both ready. The Susp has excellent positioning for this one. Goes to the back of the bomb site. Maka, smoke in his hand. Susp.
They've tried different looks. They tried the lobby aggression in the last round. It did look really good. They dropped the bomb in the open, but they're not able to finish these rounds. Now they're going for the other option, which is outside aggression. Kersey, for the moment, unsighted. Nilo jumps up and meets his demise. Can they deal with Kersey? They can. So, 3D Max throwing the kitchen sink. But it's, yeah, landing on their feet.
I mean, this is your last hope, and Brolin is expecting it. He's ready to snuff it out. Legs are spotted. They know Masuda plays ramp, so he should be nearby as well. And with the bullets revealing that fact, he can just be avoided. Get into that pistol and maybe territory.
That's not good enough. 1 for 1 is not good enough on the CT side. They're going to look for more. Double out of radio from ramp. Nilo continues finding frags. He's just killed both of the ramp aggressors. They know where Kersey was. All they need to do is buddy up and play together, and this will be 9 for Heroic. They stumbled on Cash. It's a map they clearly, because nobody have ever played before. They looked uncomfortable, but this is a completely different story. Heroic are in command. And Kersey, there's nothing he can do. Surely this will be 9 in moments.
Heroic are just chilling away, sitting pretty, clearing out this B-bomb site. Doors are opened down below. Kersey hears it. Back to A he goes. And look, I don't want to lie to you, but there is hope over here. There is hope against hope as Brolin has missed his timing over towards the vents. A Molotov, and it's a safe plant. They're not making any mistakes about this at all. Kersey reveals position. HE will find neither of the low players. The smoke will stop the Opera from having a sightline out onto him, but Brolin is coming in from behind. This is a done deal. This is 9 on the board. It's just a scoreboard that's yet to update. Very good.
That's got to be as far as it can go. 1.01. Ridiculous.
Cornered in. Crizzen gives him some assistance, but it's not going to be enough. At least his pistol round is going incredibly well, courtesy of Mr. Lucky himself. 3 kills via the clock. And Heroic will be out of this pistol round very quickly. Nilo. Money's always good, and he's making it. Oh my God, is he making it? $900, and he is beelining over for the bomb.
Where
He looks around so good initially, replacing some bias.
Oh, he was great on Movistar.
Yeah.
The 9Z one was obviously pretty mad.
Yeah.
When he goes to, presumably he lived in South America for good chunks of the year.
Yeah, you'd think so.
And then he came back, he played with the reincarnation, essentially, of Movistar. Encore act, let's call it.
Luminea is successful this time in finding some extra economic damage.
I want to see the odds again. The odds would not be... some damage. They can't allow the money to just be incredible from the get-go when the guns come out. But I don't think that's going to happen. Mac is having a great time. This map is not over. Those odds were too far towards Heroic. Yes, 3D Max need to win a couple good gun rounds, but at least they're in a position where we can have that conversation. We could not a few minutes ago.
To be fair, it's one gun round. You can really say that, hey, they're genuinely still in it. You don't need much more than that.
Their money's going to be so good. Heroic are not going to face pistols. They probably won't face them at all. If they just win the map before that point.
T-side still coming in with a double Mac 10, have to go for a faster play. At least that's what they feel like is the case as Brolan looks away from what he's expecting via close flashes. HE grenade will not be helping at all. Lucky gets the entry. Soft can't get the spray transfer, and Wick Kristen gets one. It's all that he'll have. Martinez getting back into the bomb site, drops down to lower. The comms are late, and with that, it has to be Masuda to fire back.
Martinez drops. It's now or never. 3D Max. This would probably be the series if they can't win this, and that is a dreadful start. They missed a smoke. Look, there's no smoke between Mini and the one in Garage. I think they missed a smoke. I think it landed on top of it.
Bomb is out of the open as well, so this isn't a 3 versus 5. This completely stuck. They've poured concrete into their boots, and Gravity finally pulls the trigger, but he's gone right into the mincemeat machine that is Susp and Nilo. Combining forces, such explosive riflers. I'm sure the police will be here any moment. Well, in the meanwhile, they're trying to black out the one lurker they know will be there. Susp is going to be caught off with a shot to the back of his head. Brolan delayed as well. Lucky's playing this so well. The CTs just aren't feeling comfortable going down lower. This is going to be a safe. They're assuming.
It's a tough call, but I think it's correct. Ensure maximum gun rounds. That is the mantra right now for Heroic. They had their chance. The smokes. I don't know what was going on with the smokes this round, but again, not ideal. Heroic will be kicking themselves for not at least finding a man on the cross, or maybe prevent what's necessarily the biggest factors. It's Nilo. Nilo is absolutely owning 3D Max.
And that's very reassuring if you're a fan of Heroic. Susp is in a great position over here. Oh, he turns away. This could be disaster. And it's struck through with Mizzou down 2. The timing could not be worse.
They're gonna save. That is really annoying for Heroic. They didn't need to do anything. 3D Max is gonna be very scared to take gambles because they can only make one error and this is over. Lucky. Oh, he's missed the vent.
Oh no. It's not broken, is it? Oh no, Lucky.
That's a nightmare.
Martinez fully blind. Nilo's there as well. Martinez will be able to pick up the 1 kill he needs. It's a 4 versus 2, and it feels like Ted's crystal ball is coming to fruition.
No mistakes, lads. They'll know that heaven is open soon. What they're actually going to do, they could push Hut. They're just scared that players have walked back into Hut. But this is good. Martinez on this sort of angle. I don't know how you traverse this as 3D Max. This is really tough. They do smoke it, but still, how do you plant when he can play from double?
Martinez. Molotov will do the trick. Prison has a lot to do over here. Flashbang outwards, dodged. Still 25 seconds, which doesn't feel like a lot, but it could be everything.
Bomb has been planted.
CT started to double push forward. A swing out should be able to deal with Maka at least, but he keeps on closing the door on them. It's another kill coming through as Gravity holds him off. Suspin a one-on-one, and he'll get it done. Another 13-8. Heroic will persevere, coming through, dominating Nuke, forgetting their worries on cash in the process.
Maka almost saved the map there for 3D Max. At least held them in it for a little bit longer. But defeat, nevertheless, felt inevitable. Cash, obviously.